Time to eat again. I got out the Instant Pot pressure cooker, and I have a marinated lemon garlic pork tenderloin. And I have this on saute right now. I'm going to add a little olive oil because we're going to cut this in half and brown it up a little first. Remember how we brown in our pressure cookers? Put it on saute or browning mode, whatever your pressure cooker says for that function. I got 4 medium-sized potatoes. I'm going to put half an onion in there maybe, along with some frozen corn on the cob. Complete meal, so easy. Let's start by cutting this meat in half and browning it up. Cut up the onion, maybe cut these in half at least. And this whole meal is going to take 20 minutes under high pressure. Come on over. It's nice and warm in there. I'm going to cut this piece of meat in half. How many pounds is that? 1.5 pounds. Oh, it smells so good and garlicky. Cut that just in half. I could cut it in cubes or 4 or 5 different pieces. But listen. Oh, listen. Oh. That's how we brown in a pressure cooker. Wash my hands. You don't want to lift them up right away until they brown and they'll release, right? But I'm impatient. I can't. Alright, while that's browning, I'm going to cut up this onion. I might only put in half, or should I put the whole thing in, whatever. It's going to soften up real good. Cut these potatoes up. I get a different knife. Oh, that's a knife. Be careful now. If you like to eat, and you like to cook, you're a chef. Alright? So I'm a chef. Hang on. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, that's browning. Woo! Okay. It smells so good. Lemon garlic marinated. Alright, we don't want to cook them like that. We just want to brown them. You know that. What did I say? Half an onion? Big half. Might have that on a hamburger later. Love that sizzle. Let me stop that right now. It's warm in there. Very warm. Oh. Yes. It'll get a little browner with the residual heat. Cut this up however you like it, or leave it out. Just be careful. When cooked under pressure, the onions will get really translucent and delicious, and they'll permeate flavor all throughout whatever you have in there. And whatever you have in your kitchen, similar to this, just throw it in. Right? How's that? This is a good knife. About that big. This will be enough for 2 people. Beautiful. Brown. See? See my brownness? Alright. They look nice. There's the other piece. Look at that. Look at this. Okay. Right now I'm going to add 2 cups of water. Just regular water. I don't have to have this lid up here right now. That was just up there while I was getting ready. I'm going to put down a rack, see, whatever kind of rack you have, just to separate the meat a little bit from the potatoes, see. Bigger rack or a flat rack will, you know, just separate them a little bit. Okay? Throw my potatoes in. And the onions. Alright, some get down there, some separate a little bit, that's okay. And then I'm going to throw in 6 little ears of frozen corn on the cob. How's that look for you? Frozen. Okay, that's frozen, everything else is fresh. The meat was browned. I have 2 cups of water. I'm going to drizzle a little bit of this marinade on top, since the meat was already marinated in lemon and garlic. Alright. Just drizzle this around everything. Corn, the potatoes. It's going to all mix. It's going to get in with the meat too. Okay, that's about 1/3 of that bottle. Put on the lid. Make sure you're in pressure mode in the back here, which I am. I'm going to use manual, high pressure for 20 minutes. And then we're going to have a delicious, tender meal, completely made in one pot. Okay. Alright, let me straighten up a little bit. Get some nice eating plates out. 20 minutes, gonna be ready. And it's gonna be time to eat, goob. Alright, I came up to pressure pretty quick because it was a little warm in there from the browning method. And I forgot to say why I added 2 cups of water, because you need at least that much liquid for it to come up to pressure. If I would have just put the meat, potatoes, and corn and onion, there wouldn't have been anything in there to build pressure. The liquid creates steam, and steam creates pressure. Did you happen to catch the Mullet Man in the Mouth show last night on WBTN, 1370 AM? We had so much fun. I know you're watching. That's how you brown meat. Me and Kathy talked to them for about an hour. Mullet Man and his wife. She was nice. I'm glad she liked watching so much. I'm glad they all liked watching. It was a fun show. I hope you got to listen to it. Check out that station, WBTN, 1370 AM. They stream. Go to their website, and it says live stream on top. They play some good music, and they have some good shows. They have some car shows, and they got some country, and they got classic rock. It's a great station. I was amazed because we listened to it for an hour or so before the show. And I thought, look what we're missing. You know, bring back AM radio. You know, check them out every Saturday. Mullet Man in the Mouth, WBTN. I can't wait to eat this. It smells so good. I wish you could smell it. What a good lunch this is going to be for me. Oh, I forgot my hat. "18 minutes. I'll be back." Less than 1 minute remaining. It smells delicious in here. I'm just going to release the pressure manually. If it was a heavier piece of meat, I would let it release naturally. That would give it another 10-15 minutes of pressure. This pork tenderloin is going to be delicious. Remember, there's potatoes and corn on the cobs and onions in there. And some marinade sauce, lemon garlic. Oh boy, this is going to be good. Come on. Can't wait. Come on. Come on. Here we go. Release the pressure. Thank you. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Right. All right. All right. Release the pressure. Wow. Let me get my plate. Bread and butter and all that. Right back when the pressure is all the way out. Almost. I wish you could smell that lemon, garlic, and onion. Whoa! Sometimes I place a towel on top so not to steam up my cabinets too bad. I usually don't do that, but it helps, you know. Under pressure. La 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 la. Okay. And we're waiting for that red safety lock pin to drop. And Let me know it's safe to open. These new pressure cookers are really safe. Bet you want to look down inside of there, don't you? And like I said, this is an instant pot, but whatever pressure cooker you have, you can make this recipe or something similar. You know, Instant Pot's just a brand name. Ready for that click? Listen. It's gonna go. More like. There, see? See it drop? You wanna look inside? Before me? Or at the same time? Alright. Let's not burn ourselves. That lid might be hot. Let's look. Fancy musical tinkling lid. Ooh. Ooh. Nice. See why I put a rack there? Just to separate them from the meat a little bit. Gonna be some nice sauce down there too. Juicy juice like gravy or something like that. Let's get this out onto a plate. Alright. Are you with me? You're with me on this one. I have an eating plate. It's real. It's not paper. I'm gonna use some tongs. I'm gonna use a spoon to tong out some corns. I'm gonna take 3 because there's 6 in here. Look. All that seasoning is from the marinade. I didn't add salt and pepper. I didn't have to. See all that seasoning there? A few potatoes are gonna be so tender. So tender I could barely pick them up. I'll show you. Hang on. Yes. Look, it's come apart. So tender. Let's get that delicious meat. Remove the rack. Don't talk back. With my onions. See the onions all over? Hang on. You want to look in there again. Remember, I split this in half. Oh. And I could have browned it a lot more than that. You know, depends on your preference on browning. Put this on the plate. Oh boy. And there's another whole half a pork tenderloin in there. Look at that. I'm going to save that for somebody. But I'm going to taste this right now, okay? Come on. Come on, sit down at the table. Under pressure. Okay. What does it need? I'll tell you what it needs. It needs me and a fork and take off your hat while you're eating. It needs well, first let me show you how tender these potatoes are. Look. Oh boy, look at that, see? And the meat, it has to be tender too. Yep. Fork tender, cut it with a butter knife. It'll split right apart, like pulled pork. I'm using one hand here. Need this, and this. Yeah. Butter on potatoes. Butter it up. And I like to put salt on the corn, not on the pork. Now isn't that delicious looking? 20 minutes. Now look at this meat. Oh yeah, oh yeah. See how tender? See that? Want a bite? That's hot. I'm gonna do that again. Let it cool. Don't be a fool. That's so deliciously tender. Potatoes. What else we need?
Bread and butter, bread and butter, bread and butter, bread and butter.
It's like a real meal, isn't it? You can surprise somebody with this. That better? How about the frozen corn on the cob that was in there for 20 minutes? Let's try that. Mmm. 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 Buttery and salty. Mmm. Mmm. Remember I said I could get some juice out of the pot there? Oh, some onions. There's some onions in there too. Put that around potatoes. Mm-hmm. Those onions really just got infused into the meat with high pressure, you know? Taste some of them. They melt. That piece of onion just melts. Look. Melt. Thanks for watching. Try this in your pressure cooker or something similar. That's what's good about these recipes. You can change them up any way you like. Put in there what you like. Could have added hot sauce in there if you liked. Green beans, whatever. Frozen vegetable medley. It's so good. I'm going to finish eating it. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Remember to check out Mullet Man in the Mouth, WBTN, AM 1370. On Friday nights, or check out the station right now. You can hear it online, it's great. And it was so much fun, that's why I keep talking about it, okay? It was a great interview. Thank you, we loved it, Kathy loved it. Happy to talk to all of you. Bye. Talk to you soon, bye. Woo! Boy.